Okay, here's another tutorial. Just so you know, when you turn in your presentations, I'm using QuickTime Player. If you go up here to the File menu, you'll find this one that says New Screen Recording. And if you click it, it comes up with a dialog box. Just in the upper right corner, there's a little triangle twirl out that you can twirl down and then select what audio you want to use. And then basically you just record what's on your screen, and then up here there's this thing that says Stop Recording when you're done. So I wanted to do a little sound design. Also, I wanted to show you MIDI keys because we did have a request for that. So let's get started. I recorded the dog here getting a treat. This dog, it's my girlfriend's dog. It has these really weird vocalizations that it does. So it has like emphysema or something. I use this dog a lot for sound design because of the strange and unusual sounds it makes. So let's just watch this. We'll just watch the movie down. I recorded this on the flip cam. So this is Lucy getting a treat. Excellent. Thanks, Lucy. Okay, so let's get started on this. So the one that caught my ear is this little wheeze that she did. So let's zoom in. I'm hitting T to zoom in. And I'll hit Tab to get to the first transient there. I'll hit B and then listen through, and I want it to this transient, so I'll hit B again. And then Command Shift N, new track, drag this down. I'll name the track Lucy Laser. So I feel like that'd be a pretty good laser sword or something, you know, when the robots are fighting. Let's try this. Let's fade that out, and I think I want the second transient, but it's not detecting it, so Shift spacebar. We'll play it in slow motion. I don't really hear, I'm listening to the laptop speaker, so maybe this is a bigger deal, but I don't think it is. I think I'm going to go right here, so I don't really need much there. There, that's nice. Okay, so hitting E to zoom in on it. Just checking out this waveform and just looking to see what I could do with it too. I think it needs, let's go back here. First off, I'll use this plugin that's very, very useful. It's a free one. You can get this one on Don't Crack. I'll just select a little bit more this time. I'm going to stretch this sound out with it using reverb. So up here in the Audio Suite menu, we'll go to Harmonic, and right here is this one, Amp Lion. So you can get this guy on Don't Crack. It's a good one. What it is twin guitar amps, but it has this very useful spring reverb in it right here. So let's check out what it sounds like. So it definitely adds some nastiness to it. This is on the clean preset right here. So if you switch this channel, you can see it changing. Let's go to Red Norm. This is the more distorted one. I'll turn this down so it doesn't blast you out. Yeah. So, again, we're listening on laptop speakers, but that's a pretty cool laser sound right there already. Let's add a little bit of reverb to it. A little bit more. Awesome. Alright. So the other thing you can do is you can change the position of these microphones here. So I'm moving this one, moving this around, and you can hear it change. Let's check it out. Let's go with a farther distance. A little bit more bass coming through now. And then let's check out that part. Also, it's got this cool noise gate, very useful for putting kick drums through it or something, or you know, you can gate out the sound of the snare with a kick drum. Pretty useful plugin. I'm feeling like that's a pretty decent laser sword sound. Let's move on. So that's amp line. Let's find some more lasers here. We need like a clunkier one, so let's unmute this. These little snorts are pretty good. Take this, Command E, bring this down, mute this guy. Did you know that if you are on a track and you hold down Shift M, that it'll mute it? That's kind of a handy one. Alright. Tab to the beginning of this, hit A, and fade this one out. Just wanted to show you some other plugins. So the workflow here is we got to get it not sounding like a dog, right? And we need to get it more sounding like a laser beam. So what you could do, I usually add harmonics to things. I mean, that's kind of my deal. Let me show you one that you have here. So here's 11 free. This one's cool. Yeah. So let's increase our mids here a little bit. This is also interesting. You can get the so it kind of has that skipping effect or slower. I feel like that makes it sound more mechanical, cooler. I'm pretty much happy with the sound that I'm getting here as far as the harmonics of it. But what it needs is that extra reverb, so we'll stack another one on top of this. Let's go to reverb, and one that everyone has is this one. And let's warm it up with the church algorithm. That one has like a lot of diffusion to it. Let's see. There we go. It's like the sound like kind of sparks, you know, flying off the laser swords, but you still get the impact. And then finally, we'll add a flanger to this. A flanger is something people don't use a whole lot, so they don't really understand them. But let me just show you how cool the flanger is. So this takes a little bit to set up. We're going to go full wet. Kind of manage the volume here now. If you turn it up all the way, get these crazy like tones. Yeah. Alright, so that was done with 3 layers of sound design. Let's show a real-time one.